Welcome back to Techatop, where we dive deep into premium audio gear and real performance. Today, we are exploring something truly special, a loudspeaker that bridges the golden age of high fidelity with today's precision engineering. The KLH Model 7 floor-standing speakers are not just another release, they are a revival of acoustic honesty and craftsmanship, inspired by a legacy that began nearly 70 years ago. The question is, does this classic-inspired design still stand up in a world of modern digital sound? Let's find out. To appreciate what the Model 7 represents, we first need to understand where it comes from. KLH Audio was founded in 1957 by Henry Kloss, Malcolm Lowe, and Joseph Hoffman. Henry Kloss was already an icon in the world of high-fidelity audio because of his pioneering work with acoustic research, where he helped create the AR1, the first commercial acoustic suspension loudspeaker. That innovation completely transformed how music could be experienced in the home. When Kloss left acoustic research to start KLH, he brought that same drive for realism and technical purity. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, KLH released landmark products such as the Model 5, the Model 9 electrostatic speaker, and the legendary Model 8 FM radio. They even designed their own turntables, like the Model 11 and Model 23. The new Model 7 continues that heritage. It represents not nostalgia, but the return of a philosophy that sound should be accurate, natural, and emotionally engaging. The KLH Model 7 immediately makes an impression with its presence. Standing about 41 inches tall on its riser base, it has that timeless wide baffle look reminiscent of classic hi-fi speakers. The real wood veneer finish gives it warmth and elegance, while the overall form feels substantial and carefully proportioned. The cabinet is made from structurally reinforced medium-density fiberboard, using panels up to 1 inch thick in critical areas. This level of rigidity minimizes unwanted vibrations and keeps the sound free from coloration. Each speaker weighs close to 79 pounds with the base, which tells you how seriously it is constructed. The riser base tilts the cabinet by 3 degrees to better align the drivers for an ideal listening height, which improves imaging and coherence. It is a thoughtful blend of vintage charm and modern precision that reflects KLH's attention to detail. At the heart of the Model 7 is the acoustic suspension design, a concept Henry Kloss himself helped pioneer in the 1950s. In this type of enclosure, the air inside the cabinet acts as a spring that controls the motion of the woofer. Instead of using ports or passive radiators, the enclosed air provides the restoring force that allows the woofer to move in a linear, controlled manner. The result is bass that is tight, accurate, and free from the exaggerated boom often found in ported designs. Acoustic suspension systems also tend to produce lower distortion, which helps maintain clarity and tonal accuracy. This is why many audiophiles still consider this design principle the purest form of loudspeaker engineering. What you get is bass that feels natural and detailed, not overwhelming, and it integrates perfectly with the rest of the frequency range. The KLH Model 7 is a true 3-way system that uses 3 dedicated drivers, each optimized for its specific frequency range. The foundation is a 13-inch pulp paper cone woofer capable of moving a large volume of air while maintaining control. This gives the speaker its deep, extended, low-end performance. In the mid-range, a 5-inch pulp paper cone driver operates within its own sealed chamber. The mid-range is where most of the music's emotion lives, and this dedicated design keeps vocals and instruments clear and natural. The high frequencies are handled by a 1-inch aluminum dome tweeter with a soft rubber suspension. It delivers smooth, detailed treble that extends cleanly to 20,000 Hz without harshness. The drivers are integrated using third-order electroacoustic crossovers set at 300 Hz and 3500 Hz, which ensures a seamless transition between frequency bands. The overall result is a balanced, coherent sound that feels effortless and highly musical. For this listening evaluation, I paired the Model 7 with a Macintosh MA8900 integrated amplifier and streamed high-resolution audio from Qobuz through a Bluesound node. Beginning with Diana Krall's The Look of Love, the soundstage immediately came alive. Her voice was centered and lifelike, surrounded by a sense of air that felt almost tangible. The upright bass had body and definition without any excess plume. Moving on to Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here, the acoustic guitar sounded vivid and spacious, each string carrying natural resonance and clarity. The stereo image extended well beyond the speakers, but it never felt artificial or exaggerated. On Hans Zimmer's Time from the Inception soundtrack, the KLH Model 7 demonstrated its low-frequency control beautifully. The gradual build of bass was powerful yet articulate, and even at high volume levels, the sound remained composed and free of distortion. The imaging was solid, the center focus precise, and the sense of depth impressive. Across all genres, the tonal balance remained consistent, neither bright nor overly warm, just honest and true to the recording. The technical data supports what you hear. The frequency response is rated from 38 Hz to 20,000 Hz within plus or minus 3 decibels, with a low frequency extension reaching 26 Hz at minus 10 decibels. In-room sensitivity is 91 decibels at 2.83 volts per meter, making it fairly efficient. The nominal impedance is 4 ohms, and it handles up to 250 watts continuous power and 1000 watts peak. The in-room maximum sound pressure level reaches 115 decibels, with a maximum output of 111 decibels at 45 Hz. These numbers translate into dynamic range and headroom that allow the speaker to perform confidently, even with complex music at reference listening levels. It is the combination of engineering discipline and acoustic suspension that allows the Model 7 to achieve such low distortion and consistent tonal integrity. The Model 7 performs best with amplification that is clean and stable, while the sensitivity allows it to play respectably even with lower-powered amplifiers. It truly opens up with an amplifier that delivers at least 100 watts per channel. Both solid-state and tube designs work well, as long as the amplifier can handle a 4-ohm load comfortably. When setting up the speakers, begin with an 8 to 10 foot spacing and a slight toe in toward the listening position. Keeping them at least 18 inches away from the rear wall allows the bass to breathe and maintain accuracy. The 3-position acoustic balance control on the back panel is a valuable feature that lets you adjust the tonal balance for your room. Whether your space is lively with reflections or more damped with soft furnishings, this control helps you fine-tune the sound for optimal performance. The KLH Model 7 has many strengths that make it stand out. It delivers tight and controlled bass thanks to its acoustic suspension design, with exceptional mid-range clarity and natural tonality. The build quality is first class. The materials are premium, and the design is timeless. The adjustable acoustic balance control adds real-world flexibility, and the speaker maintains low distortion even at higher volumes. On the downside, it is physically large and requires proper space to perform at its best. It also benefits from quality amplification, so pairing it with entry-level gear may not reveal its full potential. Lastly, for listeners who prefer an exaggerated low end, its balanced bass response might feel too restrained. However, for most serious listeners, those characteristics are exactly what make it special. The KLH Model 7 is not designed to chase trends or impress with gimmicks. It is a speaker built on principles that have stood the test of time. Every design choice serves the goal of musical truth, from the sealed acoustic suspension enclosure to the choice of natural paper cones. It rewards listeners who value texture, tone, and honesty over artificial impact. When you listen to these speakers, you do not just hear the music, you feel the craftsmanship and philosophy behind it. For audiophiles seeking a floor-standing speaker that combines vintage inspiration with modern engineering precision, the Model 7 is one of the most rewarding options available today. It is both a celebration of KLH's history and a statement of what high fidelity can still mean in the present. If you enjoyed this detailed look at the KLH Model 7, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Techatop for more in-depth reviews of premium audio components. Tell me in the comments what your favorite classic loudspeaker design is, and which one you would like to see featured next. Thank you for watching. And as always, keep listening, keep exploring, and keep your sound true.